Edward Payson writes, the assertion that all things were created by Him is sufficient proof of divinity. Now what Payson writes here is extremely important. I want you to really take heart about it. For He who built all things must be God. See, Jehovah's Witnesses oftentimes and other cults will look for tiny little proof texts. But they're not getting the whole picture. He created all things. Okay, nobody but God does that. But when in addition to this we are assured that all things were created for Him, we have proof of His divinity, which is, if possible, still more convincing. Now when we say He created all things, that's proof of His deity. But when we say He created all things for Himself, that everything was made for Him, that's even a greater proof that He is God. Now why? Now listen to this. This argument is just airtight. For supposing for a moment that God could and would employ a creature to perform the work of creation, can we suppose that He would permit that creature to create all things for Himself, for His own pleasure and glory? Surely not. He said, let's suppose for a moment that God said, okay, I'm going to let a creature, I'm going to empower a creature to create all of this. But would He empower a creature to create all of it for the creature's own glory? Well, here's the answer. God has said, I am Jehovah, that is my name, and my glory I will not give to another. But if Christ be not God, all the divine glory is given to another. The glory of creating all things, of upholding all things, of governing all things, of redeeming and judging the world is all given to Christ. You see how absurd it is if Christ is not God? Everything has been turned over to Him. Absolutely everything. So everything that God says about not sharing His glory with another is false if Christ is not God. Nay, more, all things were created on purpose that the glory resulting from all might be given to Christ. If then Christ be not Jehovah, Jehovah's glory is all given to another, and nothing remains to Himself. This is extremely important. You see the wide berth of the argument. Not just sitting there and going to John 1:1 and trying to twist some little, do some maneuver in Greek and pretend there's an indefinite article in front of, and the Word was a God. But the whole argument of Scripture, everything it says about Jesus Christ, is impossible unless this Jesus is God. Unless the Son of God is fully God the Son.